Lawyer under arrest accused of drugging a female employee and sexually assaulting her. And police are telling us tonight they're worried there may be more possible victims out there. 11 Alive's Joe Hinkie on the story, all new tonight.
On LinkedIn, Anthony Overton Van Johnson is listed as an attorney at Trial Lawyers USA in Atlanta. Gwinnett County Police provided us with this professional picture of Van Johnson today and also this mugshot from when he was booked into the Gwinnett County Jail on Monday.
This case was brought to our attention in September of 2017. The victim was working for this attorney, Anthony Van Johnson, as an interpreter.
An arrest warrant lists the incident location as this restaurant, Bahama Breeze, near Pleasant Hill Road and I-85 in Gwinnett County. A police spokesman says Van Johnson and the victim, who is in her 20s, went to get food after work as co-workers, which they had done before. The woman ordered a drink with salt.
She excused herself to the ladies' room, and when she came back, her drink was waiting on her. She noticed there was a powdery-looking substance in the bottom, but just thought that that was just the extra salt that she'd ordered with her drink.
She woke up, though, hours later with no memory of what happened at her home. Police reports show she believes she was sexually assaulted. Detectives had doctors give her a sexual assault exam and ran other tests.
It was turned out that that powdery substance that was in her system, or that was in her drink and in her system, was actually GHB, which people commonly refer to as the date rape drug.
Van Johnson was arrested for possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute. Police, though, are still waiting for the sexual assault exam results to come back, which could lead to more charges. Jail records showed Van Johnson was released from jail on an $11,000 bond on Tuesday. And while detectives have no evidence pointing to other victims, they want to talk to anyone who may have been reluctant to come forward.
We want to make sure that we reach out to everyone, and if someone feels like they have been victimized or they know someone that has, we encourage them to contact the police department.
I attempted to reach Van Johnson at his home this afternoon, but no one is home. A receptionist at his law firm told me he was in the office today, but a message asking to talk with him about this case has not been returned. Brian?
Joe, thank you.